Hey guys, it's DC here, and today I want to talk to you about how COVID is affecting the cybersecurity and IT market as a whole. So recently, just in the last couple of weeks, I've noticed on different job recruiting websites and even on LinkedIn, so many new positions coming up. And I thought okay, maybe there's a bit of growth because COVID is sort of making people work remotely and there's more, demand for cybersecurity and IT professionals now that the world is turning into a remote working world. So I dug down a little bit deeper and did some recon on the job market at the moment. And I found some pretty worrying stats. Now, the first thing is that there are a lot of new jobs out there at the moment, heaps. Like at least a 40 to 50% increase from before. Now, some of that can be put down to an actual demand of new staff due to, of course, more people working remotely and more, IT systems being used. But the other side of this is slightly more shit. So what I've noticed is actually that a lot of these positions are coming in with a far lower pay grade. So for example, I saw a position in the city I live in Brisbane, Australia. Now the position was for a senior security architect. Now normally a position like this is anywhere upwards of 150,000 Australian dollars. This position was advertised at $85,000 to $90,000.
What the
I was thinking, what the absolute shit is going on here? I've noticed this a lot more with the more entry-level positions. So SOC analysts or help desk officers, level 1 and 2 and even 3 help desk staff for managed service providers. They're sort of trying to undercut the market by advertising these positions for around 50,000 Australian dollars. The highest I've seen was for a level 3 managed service provider in Brisbane, and they were only offering $85,000. That's not too much lower, but it's around 10,000 a year lower than before. Now, what they're actually doing is taking advantage of all of those people who have lost their jobs due to COVID and are trying to get them into IT but paying them far less than what they normally would. Because before there was such a high demand for IT staff in general and especially cybersecurity staff in SOC teams as analysts, they're now trying to get as many people in there while they can, while they're desperate. Now, to me, it's a bit of a dick move, to be honest, but I can also understand why places are doing this. I've also seen a lot of places giving people a bit of a runaround and basically using the numbers of new applications to the jobs as a way to bargain with actual professionals who have experience and certifications to essentially push them out and say, well, we can hire this many people for $40,000 a year, but you're coming in here wanting $90,000? Yeah, I think I'll take the other two guys instead of you. And it's sort of breaking down the income slightly, and it's just a shit move, to be honest. It's pretty dog act. I guess that's just the way the world works, and that's capitalism. But it just makes me feel a bit shitty, to be honest, because this is such an industry that I'm in love with, and seeing these sort of things happen to the new guys out there who I'm trying to get excited about getting into jobs, getting skilled, and getting experience and enjoying this wild ride. This is sort of like a bit of a kick in the mouth, to be honest. It's just shit. So I'm sure in months to come, when things sort of settle down a little bit with less people working remotely and less of a flood of people trying to get any sort of job that they can, especially in areas that are seeing an increase in demand, like IT, for example, eventually things will calm down and hopefully go back to normal, and that the entry-level market for IT jobs hasn't been completely flooded with essentially people who don't really know what they're doing yet. And I'm not saying that everyone obviously is a terrible person at IT when they first get in. I mean, if you're coming from being a builder or something to joining into an IT team, there's a chance that you're an absolute gun, but there's a much bigger chance that you don't really know what you're doing. But I hope things sort of calm down a little bit over the next few months and the job market sort of goes back to normal. On the higher end of positions though, there's less demand and the money money is pretty much exactly the same for the jobs that are being advertised. It's just that the recruitment process is a bit of a mess because recruiters are trying to work from home and it's just not really working out for them, I guess. But yeah, let me know. What have you guys sort of seen with the job market in IT? Is it the same where you live? I've only really looked locally, to be honest, to try and help out some friends getting jobs or moving from other areas of IT into other areas of IT or cybersecurity. So I'm just curious to see what you guys have seen in your local area. So if you could, let me know in the comments below what the job market is like where you live. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, please do leave me a like, comment if you have any questions, and subscribe for more. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good life.